I'd like us to lift our hands this evening as we worship the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the ending. He's the first and is the last. The same God yesterday and today and forever.
Father, in the same vein, I go to Ghana and I speak in Ghanaian languages. As I say, you are the Yehovah, Nyame, Yombo, Akana Yombo, Osabarima, Odomankuma, Mawunyo, Mawunseko, Mawuloloto, Okokroko, Otodrobos, Ejapa, Ejatukwo, Otukwo.
Home in Nigeria. Lord, I go to Ijesha land and I say you are the Oba Ojoko lórí òbírí ayé kó bí gbogbo ayé bí ẹlẹ́ngà. Yèwó darí afẹ́fẹ́ ké sọ ní mo bó ti mímọ̀ kéde sọ ní mo bó bírè. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ lájò wọlé dọmọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ lájò ṣáájú ọmọ dájò. Kọ́rin kéṣe àìkú títí láyé ọba rí akí amísìn. Yèwó fi odò òkun pupa ṣèrí bọ́ ní àpapàǹdodo ń gbogbo ọ̀tá alẹ́ ní mọ́dẹ̀.
Father, I join the Italians to call you the Creatore dell'Universo. You are the Padrone dell'Universo. You are the Fuoca Divoratore, the Potente de Israele. You are the Principa Alam Celeste.
In the same day, Lord, I go to China and I speak in Chinese language. As I call you the Wang Zhu Zhui Wang, Wang Zhu Zhui Zhu, Shang Ming Zhu Yuan, Wei Da De Zhu Tai, you wish you that you will Shang.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, thank you very much for watching that video. I just wanted to make a brief preview over my workflow. As you can see, the software I use for making my animations is Moho. This is the software here. I use Moho, I use After Effects for and Adobe Premiere. They all do different things, but for the animation majorly I use Moho, and this is the software. This is the software over here. So I'm going to be making a brush walkthrough majorly for those who already use the software might have a quick idea of what I'm doing, because I'm not been going to the basic things from the beginning. So those who are not into animation might not find the flow very easy, because in animation it involves drawing the characters, rigging, animating, getting the voiceover, composition, and so many other things. So those are the steps, so I won't break it down that much. So basically I'll first start from let me say the image that you see that was appearing in the screen over here. That was what I used in After Effects with a plugin called Saber. As you can see, it's a particular video here, so I just had to use it. The spelling is S-E-B-E-R. I don't know if I got that correct. S-A-B-E-R. Yes, that is it. So you can go and check a tutorial on that. There are lots of things you can do about it. Fire, like Porter, so many other things. But I just use it with text and created this. And after I was done with that, I brought it over here to this screen. Okay, I think it normally, by importing it here, it slows down the rendering process and the previewing process. So that's why I turn it off at some point. As you can see, this is supposed to be it. Okay, so that is why I turned it off. So that is how I did. So after doing that, I imported the video over here onto Moho and I placed it over here. Okay, now for these people you saw here, these people that they're rejoicing down here, you know, it's going to be a head of a time to begin to draw up to hundreds of people or so. So that is why I appreciate a particular feature that Moho has that is called particle layers. As you can see, I just made a quick preview over here. Particle layers allows you to make a particular character or make a particular something and you then duplicate it, make it to several numbers that you want. Now I'm going to put a walkthrough of how I did. I just make this quick caricature because I said I didn't take time in doing it. I just make something very simple to explain to you how I did it. Okay, this is one simple character over here, but if I put it into a switch layer, sorry, particle layer. Okay, sorry. If I put a particle layer and I put it a particle layer, you can see that we have so many number of it. This now you can choose the number you want. Now I can go over here to my particle layer and I'll choose. Okay, let's say I want to make them 15. Okay, and also make this one 15. Then there are so many other settings I can do over here. So I'll just rush up to just use the exact settings I use so that you won't get confused. So these are the exact settings. All the depending on the settings you place is going to be correcting how the characters are going to be aligned. But as you can see, I want them to be aligned this way, horizontally. Okay, so I will be changing so many other things and okay, so what else? I think yes, the width. Yes, so you can see all these things, they matter a lot. So now I'm trying to arrange the characters in the way that they are going to. So as you can see, these exact settings I used. I might not be able to go over these settings one after the other to explain what they actually mean, but there's a tutorial on that online. But I'm just trying to show you the exact settings I use. Now, by that you can discover that I've gotten 15 different people, and any animation I do with one of them, it's going to be repeating. Okay, let's try to make a particular animation. This is just one guy. Okay, let's go to frame, and I'll go to frame 24 and I'll make him like this. Let's say at this frame 24 I make him to maybe do like this. Okay, and the next frame I return it back to how it was before. Let me copy the frames, Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V, and let me circle it. Circling simply means make the action to be repeating over time. Okay, so now as you can see how the person is moving. So all those characters you see on the screen, we're just doing one single thing over and over again, but I did different actions. This is not only waving. I did like 3 different people and gave them different actions. Some were jumping and one was raising his hand. So if I put it inside the app just helped me duplicate it. As you can see, this one is just waving and make it faster. Okay, as you can see, it's moving that way. I can choose to add some other things again I like, and also duplicate it. Let's make it to be going down and up. Okay, as you can see, so now this is just one action or one character, but I'll just simply put it inside a particular and it's going to duplicate it. As you can see, when I come over to my particular now, you can see how many there are, and when I play it you can see it. So there are so many actions I can mix. I can make somebody waving one, make somebody clapping, and there's when I put it inside a particular, I'll say how I want to duplicate to work. So that's how basically I did that particular one. So I'm speaking this tutorial specifically for people who are ready into move, because for those who are just beginners that want to get into animation, there are a lot of questions you might want to ask concerning using the interface or whatsoever. But well, in case I get a lot of people who are interested in learning the animation, basically I'm going to be putting it the tutorials maybe starting from the beginners level on my channel, but I can't really tell for now that my channel is going to be fully about animation first. But if I see your interest, maybe at the end of every animation I'll start putting beginners tutorials stage by stage, how to start making your characters, the rigging and whatsoever, but basically this tutorial is just a walkthrough for those who are already familiar with it. But even though you are not familiar with it, just have an idea what it costs in making animation. So as you can see, these things here are lights. These are just mesh shapes I just created, and I just use the blend mode called screen. As you can see, you can use the blend mode. This is the blend mode. I use screen over here. Let me turn this one off. Then this another one too. This another one. I'll turn it off. As you can, these are just shapes I just created, and I use the blend modes, like screen blend modes. This is another one too. Let me turn it off. As you can see, I use the green light here and I use a kind of red light at this place over here. So let me just turn off all the lights. Okay, let me turn off. As you can see, this one too, everything here was created in Moho. I want to turn off all the light, please. This one light too. I want to turn off everything. Okay, and let me turn off this particular video I imported here, because normally it slows the app a bit. So let me just turn it off. I only enable it when I want to do the rendering. So everything here was created in Moho, as you can see, with vectors. As you can see, this is the banner over here. Everything here was created. You can see those things can still move around. Sorry, let me try to move the points. So you can still see them move. I can still adjust them, including the curtains. Everything here was created here with vectors. So everything here was made with points, as you can see, including this one over here. These ones were just strokes. Things I did them with strokes and so many other things. So including this thing that looks like I don't know, even this one here, everything here was created with vectors using different settings and blend mode. So now let's go to the characters. The characters were made here. Let's start with this one. Everything was made regular rigging and everything. I drew the character and everything over here in Moho. As you can see, this is her face. Okay, there's other lights also here. Let me turn off the light. As you can see, this is her face. Everything here was created in Moho. Everything here were points. Some were maxed. Starting from even her finger, you have different hand shapes over here. The ones you can see her using, you can see there are different hand shapes we create in advance, depending on the movement the character wants to make. Okay, you can see the hands move. You can see them like that. So that is how we do so many things over here. And the mouth also. The mouth, you can see how the mouth is moving. I'm coming so that let me show you one or two. So this, the different mouth shapes. So we call this mouth switches. That's how the character is meant to talk. Okay, I'm being very fast because for those who are into using this app, they are familiar with already what I'm saying. Okay, so I think which other one is left again? So that is how everything was basically done. So you can rig everything, and you can see this how we move the character's body. So this is how the character moves. Okay, this for the head turn. This for the character looking up and down. So depending on how you reference animation, everything might not be too perfect the way you wanted, the way maybe you emphasize on it. But this is how I do it. Now, okay, I want to concerning the audio I used in this video, I got it from a video I saw online where a particular Nigerian lady by the name Funke, I think somewhere along the video on the screen that was displaying on the video, it was her name was written there. So I saw the video online at a program where she was making a presentation. She's a minister, where she was praising God in several different languages. I think more than 15 different languages, ranging from Africa to Asia to so many other countries. I think the full video I saw online was it took up to like I think it's up to 10 minutes. I think if you browse it on YouTube, you see it. Use her name Funke also her presentation. So that was how I got it and used it. So I want to give for a good acknowledgement, appreciation for her for such a very good presentation that she did.
The Igwe Kala. And then Lord, I want to worship you in my own language. Father, I call you the Akbalato Soili Ayero. Alágbẹ̀dẹ ìsálú òde ọ̀run. Arínúróde, olùmọ̀ràn ọkàn. Àrí ìró àlá. Ọ̀gbàmùgbàmù ojú ọ̀ṣun òun òṣègbàmù. Abẹ́tìlúkára bí ajere. Ògbéni níjà kẹ́rù ògo níjà. Ọkọ àwọn ogbó. Olùgbèjà àwọn ọmọ òrukàn. Àrí ìró àlá. Alágbẹ̀dẹ ìsálú òde ọ̀run. Alágbára gíga òde ọ̀run. gbanigbani tí à ń sáyà, jagunjagun má fi tìbọn ṣe, ọgbà àgbà tí gba láìlára, ọgbà àgbà tí gba aládùúgbò,